How it to work now. Alright. Alright. So now we're in. Alright. So now we're in. Alright. So I'm working with the mage class, and let's see what we can do. I do like this Glacier effect that the mage has. So what I'm trying to do, so I can make a video, because it's been a bit since I made a video that wasn't just a live stream, is I want to be able to really do a full review on Last Epoch. Now, I'm not full in the game, so it's going to be kind of like a first impressions. So, let's go here. I've played through this I don't know how many fucking times. But I've done the Primalist class, I've done the Acolyte, I've done the Rogue, I've done the Sentinel. So far, the Acolyte is the best character in the game. Alright, let's go. Hopefully, we can level up some good stuff here. There we go. The magic powers are like really good in this one. Oh, finally hit level 9. And a lot of people use like movement skills in this game. Alright. Let's go up here. It's weird that I use always with my fingers on Control and Alt. And if you're an old school player, you would know why. And that is because Diablo. Fully for Diablo. And when you're doing this class, you can put stuff into your magic, your fire, and your like elemental stuff, and that is how. So you got to learn how to work your builds, is what I've realized with this game. So this is the fireball skill. When there's a mob, I'll show you the other one. There. All right. So this is the Glacier. And what it does is it creates this giant glacier that can just fucking wreck shit. And what I really want to do is use this on a boss. Because I think it will look good on a boss. Not look good. It will work good on a boss. But the damage for this stuff is pretty good. Still, the Acolyte, it just fucking destroys shit when you play with that one. So that one is like the best one to do right now. But let's go. And then there's also like this one, which is, it's almost like a protection ability, which is really good to have. Alright. What I'm trying to do is also grind with this character, because I think the one I spent the most amount of time with is probably the Rogue. Is like my perfect build. Like, absolutely fucking perfect. But I think you can actually circle and continue to just spam. But before I spam, let's go here. So right now I have 4 into health and mana. I have 2 into increased fire damage, cold damage, and lightning damage. And here I only have 1 into intelligence. But this is next spell, increased damage 20%. Or we can go ward granted. When we drop below 7% hit, you're gaining the personal ward. What I'm trying to do is I want to increase this again, because that would increase my fire damage, my cold, and my lightning, or I can go into health and mana again. Let's put another one into that. And once you get here, at level 9, you can specialize your skills. So there's Rune Master, which isn't available yet. Spellblade, Sorcerer, and Mage. Right now I'm specializing in Mage. So we have Glacier, we have Mana Strike, we have Elemental Nova, we have Snap Freeze, Flame Ward, Lightning Blast. I already have the Fireball one, so I think we're going to go Glacier, because that seems to be an ability that I like to use. So we can either go here, which is Frost Grip. Freeze rate multiplies plus 30% per point, increase stun damage. Or we can go Breaking Point damage plus 8% in mana efficiency. Or we can go Whirlpools, where it creates an ice vortex. Or there's chilling damage. So I think the best recourse is probably to increase its damage, is what I would do. There. So we're going to increase the damage of the Glacier. And now the Glacier went from what I had it before to we're now at 456 for the Glacier damage, which is great. So let's continue on. And I'm still just holding on to that one button. I do have a new headset that I just got, and that's what I'm actually using right now. But I think the Glacier is going to help me with boss battles. So when I was doing the Acolyte build on the boss battles, what was helping me was my minions. So I'm going to treat some of these spells like that. My ear was itching for a minute. Alright. Come on, motherfucker. And I've also been listening to a lot of the channel Action RPG lately. And what I realized with this game is I wasn't really giving it a chance. And that the whole first act is almost a tutorial until you get to that secondary ability. That chain up there. Where you go from, oh, I'm this class, but now I'm really this one now. Alright, let's move out of the way. There's that. Let's fucking damage that shit. Oh, that's perfect. Alright, so it's doing a lot of damage there, which is great. So I'm basically doing fire and ice damage. So ironically, that's my build now, I guess. See, once I can find what I'm actually going for, that's when I should be able to. That's almost like it does like 3 pieces of damage. There is the initial hit, and that just grants 300% damage reduction. So there's the initial hit that you get, and then from there you're just spamming to hit the other stuff. And the range on the fireball is great. This game is a lot slower pace, and that's something I had to get used to, because I was playing this and Wolfshin at the same time, and if you're playing both of those literally at the same time, it's night and day, because Wolfshin is a super fast-paced game. Now, as much I do like this one a lot. Ooh, that's a good ability. Disintegrate. Ooh. 544 damage per second. So we're going to put that there, because I want to see, like, literally what kind of damage that does. Alright, so we got another point in here. So we're going to, I think I want to increase the damage again, or I can go here, because that does the fire and the lightning resistances here, and the intelligence. But we're going to go here again, because that just is good right there. Go out of there, go here. Minimum skill level increased. So we already put a point into damage. Should I go another damage point? See, if I do, I can go right in. That's explosion. So what we're going to do now is make an ice vortex that shows up. And we're gonna see that. Alright. So now that we got that, what I want to do is test this ray out. Oh, whoa, Nelly. That's damage. So, let's see if how well it works on a mob. So if we go here. Whoa, look at that. God, this mage, like somebody said this character's like horrible, but look at this. Just follow the cursor around and it just destroys everything. That's 544 damage per second. So that's per second. Not like your main attack, but that's like per fucking second. So we're in the Pantheon study. And the best way to test this, so we got, so if I go Q and W, this is how I'm going to have to play this class. Okay, so I can do the Glacier real quick. And the Glacier, okay, so we'll knock off the Glacier. And then from afar, we can do that. See, it doesn't do as much damage as I thought it would. But still, if you combine that with the and then do the damage with that, that literally is a whole bunch of damage. So I think with this class you have to truly know where the people are at each time. So I took down one. So I wish the mana recharge was a little bit better. Okay, there we go. So the cool thing is you have 512 here, then you have 566 there. That's 1,000 damage or more. And then you have the fireball. So literally, if you play it just right, you can do really well there. So then we're going to go back to the Council's Chambers. Right here. We're going to have some code red here. Alright. So we're going to talk to this asshole here. Accept. Confirm. Talk to this guy. Talk to this guy. I got an amulet now. Somebody else I'm supposed to talk to. Alright, we'll talk to you. There. Okay. Look how great, like, that damage is. One thing you always want to do before you go back and do what you're doing is go like this. You want... So this is a good class to work on. But this is not the class we're going to work on. Okay, offhand intelligence. So far, the mage is a pretty good class to have. This one gives me more health, regen, damage, everything. That seems a little bit better than that. Okay. Go there. Go there. That's a horrible amulet. I played enough like Diablo and everything. I could fucking... I can spot a bad amulet. Okay. So what we are going to do now is, now that I showed you, this is Act 1 right now. So we are going to go to leave game. And this is the one I've been playing, but we're going to switch to my Necromancer. There we go. Look how cool that character looks like right there. Look at that. We're going to go here. And we are going to work on this class. So this is the end of time. This is the second area. And there is arena there. I have not worked on the arena yet. Alright, let's go here. So what I want to do is we're going to start our first thing. Now with this one, I have some cool abilities already. And this is like my mainstay. This is the best one that I like. Is that where I want to go? I don't think that's where I want to go. I think I want to be down there. Because this is the realm of the forgotten. And that's where you come up with shit. So this one is where you have your skeletons, your mages, all that fucking bullshit. So we're going to go right now. I do like the attention to detail. But we're going to see how much better this gets. Let's go over here. There we go. The Monolith of Fate. I don't enter the time rift and introduction to crafting. This is the forge in the outcast camp. That's the Monolith. So it looks like in here you can actually buy shit. There. It's not good. I wish I had more potion slots though for this character. And my idols, I saw that in there. I was watching this video and apparently they're reworking the inventory system and making this bigger. I would love a bigger system. I don't want to do Monolith yet though. And this is arena. So this must be where my stash is. I haven't fully investigated this area yet. I don't want to do arena yet. I do not know what that is. I'm probably not a big enough player for that yet. So maybe I am supposed to go up top. Maybe we are supposed to go there. Let's go. Forgotten Realm. So this one deals a lot with time. So you have your all these different types of abilities, all these different things going on. So right now, let's do my skeletons. If I remember correctly, I could have 5. No, I could have 6. I could have 6. And then here's our golem. But I was trying to remember how to do a blood one. There. Spirit Plague, Detonate Corpse, Harvest. And there's my blood golem. And let's go. Yeah, this is the area I've been before, which is weird that it's having me do this again. I swear, like, every time I just have to do this again. Yeah. And this is kind of like your... Originally, you come here when you're trying to do your second quest, your second passive, where it's like, hey, you're going from being... I went from being an acolyte to necro because I want the necro route, because that's where you get all the cool shit. And I love this thing right here where the skeletons just come out, because that is like the best that you can do. But this is Act 2. I beat Act 1, and I actually, surprisingly enough, I did not have problems with Act 2. I had very little problems actually making it through. So, here we go. Says travel though. Oh, I forgot. I actually opened up one of the things. Fucking forgot about that. Alright, I also like how there's like I have a whole army of motherfuckers that are following me. Alright, so let's go. And we're gonna slay some shit. So let's go here. Eventually I do want to try. I think it was the Imperial era. Yeah. There. I want to try the Monolith because I know that is endgame, but here we go. Let's go this way. Fly with me in a pure imagination. I don't know why I just got Willy Wonka stuck in my head. Okay. So there's that. And recently I've been trying to play other games too. So I tried to jump back into Outriders. And I did for a little bit, but I might start streaming that on here as well soon. But probably not on the PC. I'm going to stream it on my Series S. But here we go. So as you can see, like, I don't... These souls, you just keep going like this. And they just fucking... They're like homing missiles. Which is cool. But it's like a homing missile. From what I've also heard, this game is not finished yet. Like, there's... They don't even have legendaries in the game yet. And I keep putting really good points into my peeps. So, everybody in here works really well. I do think this is the... this and the Rogue are like the two best functioning classes. And one of my issues with the game is the class I want to play, there is no class like that. There's no Barbarian class. There is no class that you can just run in here and do what you need to do. There's no straight melee class. And that's one of the problems that I see. Is if you don't want to do like this, or a rogue, because anytime I play Diablo, I never play a fucking rogue. You can't do that. There is not a class where you can just run in and do it on your own. And the Sentinel, which is a Paladin class, to me is not a tanky Barbarian class. Tanky Barbarian classes, you just go in there, brute fucking force, and do it that way. And you just can't in this game. And then release the Wraiths, which is another cool ability, but look at just the way this like spins in every motherfucking direction. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. I am just trying to destroy this pile of fucking bones over here. But look at this. There's waves of enemies, but as you're doing this, oh, and you also want you always want glyphs, and you always want shards, because that's how you can upgrade your shit. That is the only way to upgrade when you're playing. But right now, I am just going to town, taking it to this, and my health regens with every shot, which makes this do more damage. See, originally this wasn't that powerful. So right now, after I kill this mob, we're going to look at what the damage capacity is for everything. Okay, so my Wraith is not a lot of damage. You can make it into damage though. Skeletons, mana cost is 11. 214 for Hungering Souls. So that's, the mage seems to be a lot more powerful then. Your summon bone golem isn't a lot either. But let's look at my skills real quick. So I have this at 11. And I have this is in here. We have neurotic damage. Plus that's damage bonus. Increased damage. Extra projectiles, which I then have into a cone area. And then cast speed is speed and ranged. This I have necrotic hit damage 2. So that one I'm getting up there. Our bone golem I have stuff into. I have 1 point into this, which is melee attack speed and move speed. 1 into fire damage. Right here. Armor granted, I got it up to 2. So what this also does is it increases your armor and everything for your minions. And I have a lot of minions. And then we have health gained. We have threat generated and the size, which makes him bigger. We have right here, starting armor is plus 2,000. We have 2 points into this, so that's health and armor twice. And then we have our skeletons, which I have 2 to mana efficiency and increase critical chance. Resummon chance, so when one dies, another one comes on the board. Melee damage and area of effect damage. This added the rogues, and then I can either make them where they use acid flask or cooldown is reduced. We have Unholy Rage, which is attack speed, cast speed, and movement speed. This one, I want to do, but I got to put 1 more into that and put it here, and then this adds how many skeletons we can have. We also have here, which is the warrior maximum health is 30%, archer damage 30%, rogue damage 30%. See, this is another one. There's a bunch of them that you can have to get more people. This is heal skeleton on death. I haven't put anything in that yet. I might. Over here is maximum number of skeletons. So maximum number of skeletons, maximum number of skeletons. I could put 1 more in here and then maximum number of skeletons. So you can get to the point where you can just have a whole army of skeletons. And this class is my dominant class, because you can just wreck some fucking shit. Alright, let's go up this way. So I might have to go back down is what I'm thinking, yeah. I think I have to go back down and go around. There's a lot of the maps in this area where you have to go down around here, but I do like the look of this. It's not as cartoony, and I will say this is a better game than Torchlight 3, which a lot of people have already given up on. And I'm trying to stay away from the blue items and the white items, because those are the lower quality. See, and these Hungering Souls just attack any enemy that's in the vicinity, and then you can just go like this. And then the more you click, it just continues to attack all enemies on screen. Alright, so as you can see, most of the time my enemies, not enemies, my peeps right here do all the damage. So we're going here. I haven't put any in a necromancer yet. So here's increased minion health and minion armor. Or I can go increase minion damage, minion attack. Or health and hunger duration. But there's also lich, intelligence, but that lowers your health regen. Plus health, spell damage leeched, increased damage, and affected tripled outload life. So I think we're going to go into Necro, and I want to increase my minion health, armor, and that is going to help. So I got to really focus on my minion damage and how much minion damage I'm doing. Alright. Because we just want to rule everything, and I want to have a whole army of the dead. That is the plan. Also, I like the fact that this is the first time me playing in Act 2. Act 2 seems to have different enemy types, which is cool to see. I was trying to get my rogue up to here. She is only 2 classes I've got to this point, and my goal is to get all of them. But the Primalist is a harder class for you to actually get into, like actually make headway with, and that's kind of what I see. Let's see, and then I can bring up my Wraith, and that also does damage. The Wraith is short term though, but I have seen builds where you can increase it and turn your Wraith into almost like a fucking Pyromance of Darkness. Like this one, if you build it just right, you will not die. Look at that. That one, I didn't do a lot of the work they did. And then we just go here. This is the way you're supposed to play a Necro build, is you're in the background. But I've never been good at one of those classes. This is the first time I'm actually trying to do an actual Necro build. Because even in Diablo 2, like, I didn't fully commit to it. And my buddy, though, he was fantastic. My friend Mike was like always good, always Necro, and I just never knew how he was able to accomplish the feat of just destroying everything on screen. He used the Bone Spear. This is a lot like a Bone Spear ability in here. And then he would also use Bone Armor, which is another like really cool ability from past other action RPGs. Let's see if we can just tank this. So we're just going to go here and continue to shoot off our stuff and watch and make sure that my peeps are not getting too destroyed. So if we just keep going like this, and then we can bring another guy into the fold. Go like that. There. You can just see that they're just... My minions do so much fucking damage. It's kind of cool, actually. Look at that. This is going to get me a lot of XP, though. The problem is... there is a thing that is stopping so I know what that was. So these are kind of like in the first act there's these people that bring the void back. The animated bones, it's almost like a pillar. And they will just destroy everything in its path, fully bringing more and more and more creatures into the fold. And right there, We just took care of that. Grab that. What I like doing is making sure everybody's at full health. We're gonna Alright, let's make sure there's nothing that can resurrect these people. Alright, let's go this way. That's what I want. I want to take that out. Just like that. And then we'll go over here and take this one out. You gotta pay attention to shit like this, because if you're not paying attention, it's almost like a sniper in a first-person shooter game. You're gonna get fucking wrecked. I do like how this is very foresty, and it's kind of like a counterproductive based on the other ones. Look who found a waypoint. Take my hand off there for a minute. Alright. That is one thing I like, is I can take my hand off here and not worry about the fact that I'm going to get murdered if I'm not fully paying attention. Alright. See, and this is kind of like, a lot of people get into Poe, but to me, Path of Exile is so fucking confusing half the time. Also here, you can store your crafting items. Go like this, and it will sort the items for you. But what I'm trying to get is another staff that does more damage. Last time I streamed this, I quit playing this and switched to another game. But now that I know what I'm doing and I found a class that works really well, we can just go and fuck shit up. Alright. I'm still new to all this streaming stuff, but this is fun to do. To just go on here and play and like kind of, it's almost like you're showing your skills to the world of like what you actually can do. And I've been playing video games for a really long time. It's one of the constants that's never gone away. Since like 90, maybe 87 or 90, something like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, buddy. Alright, let's let that recuperate. I'm gonna get my army back up. See, this is one reason to play this build, because like right now, if I was playing like the Primalist or one of those builds, see, fire's the one that can like destroy you very easy in this game if you don't have your resistances up. Look at that. Sacrificed them a little bit, but I still made some fucking progress. So let's continue on in this lovely adventure. Alright. I think we're going to call it right there on this. Because I think my laptop's getting hot, so I kind of have to give it a rest on here. So this has been me playing a little bit more of last Epoch. I will be playing more. There will be a review coming out tomorrow, as I will be filming it tonight to release for tomorrow. Alright, I will talk to all you guys later. Bye.